Hello there, I'm Paul Ray from the official Teen Wolf Wiki, and today I'm addressing one of the most asked viewer questions. Who would win in a fight?
Alpha Derek never beat Kali. So, can Evolved Derek beat Kali?
In your opinion, who would win a fight? The Peter that fought Scott at the end of S4, or both twins in their Omega state like against
Who will win
Kincaid?
the Beast versus Duque Leon?
Could Jackson still be able to transform into his partial Kanima form, and could he go toe-to-toe
If a
with
Berserker
Douglas?
and a Hellhound fight, who would
will
win?
in a fight, the Beast or Alpha
Who do
Peter?
you think
Hail.
would win a fight,
The Beast,
Scott, or do you
Alpha
reckon if
Peter,
Scott
video
had
or
on
to fight
combined
his
Alpha
back
Peter
against
and
Derek
Derek?
in his
Yes,
back?
the Beast
Use a video on
It's kind of a good thing that my jaw is still wired shut, because this AI voice from Descript Overdub can't express the dripping sarcasm and overt contempt I feel about this topic. Teen Wolf is not about fights. I would go so far as to say that fighting is the least important aspect of the show. So, while I am addressing the who would win questions today, I don't think a lot of you will like my answers. If you enjoy these weekly bus tours of the greater Beacon Hills metropolitan area, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be alerted to our next departure. You can also purchase a commemorative t-shirt. They're limited edition and linked above and in the description. Okay, let me get something off my chest right up front. People still misunderstand the primary message of Teen Wolf. This show isn't about fights and monsters. It's about finding your pack and protecting friends and family. It's about leading by example and showing the violent world around us that there is a better way of life through positive actions and intelligence, instead of brute strength. That being said, let's get started with the Beast of Gévaudan. While it is undeniable that the Beast is the strongest werewolf we saw on the show, his arrogance and stupidity allowed a human to kill him with a sharpened stick. He then had a chance to escape scot-free with a brand new body into a future of endless possibilities for a superpowered serial killer. Instead, Sebastian walked right back into the middle of a pack that wanted nothing more than to wipe him out again. Arrogant and dumb. This scene of him grappling with Parrish is an excellent example of both their strengths. The Hellhound has Sebastian in a clinch, right up until the point where Lydia screams and distracts Parrish. So, who would win in a straight fight between the Beast and the Hellhound? It's a draw. Until someone comes along with a sharp stick. Who would win in a fight between the Beast and Alpha Peter? In the absence of a sharp stick, the Beast would win. But that fight would never happen because Peter, even at his craziest, mostly picked on humans. He only went up against two powerful adversaries, Laura and Derek, and, in both cases, the element of surprise overwhelmed strength. Peter's survival instinct is way more powerful than his crazy.
To survive.
Y'all already know that I believe the Hellhound is the strongest creature on the show. So Parrish, if he's not distracted, beats or matches anybody he's up against in a contest of strength. That includes Berserkers. The only thing we've seen to make a Hellhound pause is a tank of liquid nitrogen, kind of like a fire extinguisher. But, as we've seen, Berserkers don't use complex tools, so they would have no defense.
Are you crazy?
It's just one of them.
Yeah, that means we have a chance to survive.
For some reason, because Peter, who is an avowed coward, runs from Berserkers, you guys seem to believe they are something extraordinary. Yes, they are incredibly strong, and Melia said they're very fast.
Excuse me. Catch.
But they have no free will and can be outsmarted or avoided pretty easily. So, if you want to win a fight with a Berserker, just avoid the fight with the Berserker. If you're in a one-on-one fight with a Berserker and can't escape, you'll probably die, unless you have an explosive handy, like maybe a grenade. That could help. Like I said, Parrish could beat a Berserker if he lets the Hellhound do the fighting. The Beast could probably break off enough pieces to stop it, The no Gitsune would just bring explosives having prepared beforehand.
Get down!
With the no Gitsune, you're not fighting overwhelming strength necessarily. It is strong, but mostly it's devious. It can usually run mental circles around any opponent. The only way to beat it apparently is to annoy the hell out of it until it lets its guard down. Gets all arrogant and starts making mistakes. You'll note that arrogance is a weakness of many of these powerful creatures. Peter, the Beast, the no Gitsune, but no creature even comes close to the arrogance of Duque Leon.
I am the Alpha of Alphas. I am the apex of apex predators.
Answering the question, who would win against him, is nearly impossible because he never actually fought on the show. He literally just stood around or sat around while everyone else did the fighting. A lot of people want to point to this brief burst of speed and the fact that Jennifer's telekinetic punch didn't faze him as evidence of some amazing fighting skills. I really don't see it. No one ever said Duque Leon was weak, but until you see him actually fight someone, how can you even guess? Well, so, this is turning out to be the most boring thing I've ever done. I don't want to go on with this nonsense, but I do want to get to Derek because I think people misunderstand his current status. Derek is one of the rare individuals who can use his full werewolf strength potential. He has perfect balance between his animal and human sides. This means he can tap the same strength we see in the crazy werewolves without being crazy or losing his intelligence. He is very strong without being so arrogant that he would make stupid mistakes. That being said, he's smart enough to avoid a one-on-one confrontation with someone like the Beast, because, while they're a match for strength, Derek is intelligent enough to work out an indirect means of defeating him. In fact, Derek would likely win all the time, because he's mature enough to either defuse a situation before violence is necessary or figure out a way to win without resorting to violence. It's a lot like Scott. He doesn't shy away from a fight if it is forced upon him, but he doesn't go looking for trouble. And, in the end, Scott won against everyone he faced one way or another. It's one of the things I don't understand about people's fascination with this topic. If you're really strong, you don't have to go around proving it. Only the arrogant or the weak puff themselves up by seeking confrontations. If you are truly a smart, strong, and skilled fighter, you aren't going to start something because you are confident in your own abilities and therefore have nothing to prove. Like this video, but only if you really like the video. Comment please. I want to hear what other questions you have. I'll see you next time we go back to Beacon Hills.